action.
Today I will present a case study for Hasbro Interactive. Hasbro Interactive was established in 1995 as a wholly owned subsidiary of Hasbro, responsible for developing interactive games from Hasbro's existing products. The division has generated immediate games and rapid growth during 1996 and 1997. However, the company began to make losses after 1999, and it was ultimately sold to Infogames for 100 million in 2001. Considering the experience of Hasbro Interactive from huge success to final downfall, there are many lessons to learn. We identify four major issues and look at personality and social context, cognitions and emotions that may contribute to the division's failure. Finally, we develop several recommendations, including short, medium, and long-term strategies. The first and most important issue that leads to downfall of Hasbro Interactive is that the division has constantly underperformed. The major reason is that they pursue high-risk strategies without efficient action control. Hasbro Interactive has pursued too many acquisitions without full evaluation of business impact and its link to the core business. Targets are set up emotionally rather than strategically. There are many disparities between plans and actual results. For example, sales targets are usually aggressive and unrealistic. Financial projections are inaccurate, which makes the development team of Hasbro Interactive miss the deadline and exceed the budget. Financial monitoring system is ineffective, making it hard to gain information and make improvements. This is because the company pursues too many diversifications that are beyond Hasbro's core skills and capabilities. Secondly, there is no communication and collaboration with other divisions. Hasbro Interactive was established as an independent division with no direct management control of Hasbro. Mr. Densenberg is in charge of all the operations of Hasbro Interactive. He reports directly to corporate office, providing substantial separation for other divisions, which result in poor and inconsistent business plan. In addition, Hasbro Interactive was too confident to consult with Hasbro, as Mr. Densenberg feels that they are familiar enough with existing products, and no interaction is needed, which leads to a failure to utilize the market and other resources of Hasbro. In addition, there are difficulties in implementing changes. The personality of Ms. Densenberry makes him unable to make compromises when facing different opinions from others. Secondly, there is no standardization in the company, which results in the inconsistency of some business practices between Hasbro and Hasbro Interactive. For example, business information that was considered standard within Hasbro was unavailable within Hasbro Interactive, and the company suffers due to imbalance between flexibility and disciplines. It also fails to develop a common platform to share some resources, as in the case of new financial reporting software package of Hasbro that does not fit into Hasbro Interactive. Therefore, it is hard to make changes as those two divisions are inconsistent at the beginning and strong resistance was encountered due to different culture. There are also um, there are also difficulties in hiring and retaining quality staff because the market is too competitive. Given the financial reward expected cannot be achieved and there is no intrinsic reward that sticks employees to the company, they are very likely to leave and search for better compensation. In terms of employee retention, after Hasbro Interactive kept failing to achieve what was expected and promised, division managers and employees began to lose confidence and worry about job security in Hasbro Interactive as there is no clear roadmap of what they are doing. The external hire and laid off after being sold further reduces employee morale and satisfaction. After identifying the major issues, it is important to look at people involved and their different personality and characteristics. The most important player in this case is Mr. Densenberg, as he is largely responsible for both success and downfall of Hasbro Interactive. Mr. Densenberg has been regarded as an excellent leader with intelligence, creativity, and drive for success. However, his weaknesses in finance and operations result in inappropriate and risky decisions. In terms of personality, he is a typical extrovert because he is enthusiastic and assertive as a big inspirer and visionary. He takes pleasure in social interactions and is energized by support from corporate executive and being a leader in the company. He is low on consciousness because he is less organized and goal-oriented, while he does aim for achievements. He did not plan and evaluate the business impact of his acquisition decisions, and he did not have a roadmap in place. He is also low on agreeableness because he is not cooperative and considerate. When there is conflict of opinions, he did not listen to others and make compromises. He tends to be manipulative in social interactions and not willing to cooperate with others. He is also open to experience because he prefers less standard and more innovative activities. He values variety and seeks for new experience. Mr. Hansenfield is another major player throughout the experience of Hasbro Interactive. He is a kind leader who shows a high level of agreeableness. He is cooperative and compliant to senior executives as he usually follows what are required. He tends to believe that people are good and trustworthy because he believes Miss Dansenberry could achieve the success as it did, even when others lose confidence. Despite being a good supporter, Ms. Hansenfield has limited leadership and management skills as he provides no strategic direction to both business and employees. The social context also places great impact on how people behave and make decisions. In terms of team dynamics, social identities are formed within the big group of Hasbro Interactive when they are distinguished from the rest of the company, where there is less focus on product development. This makes the team make evaluations that are self-enhancing and emphasize on positive qualities of the team. For example, they all show strong resistance to changes that was implemented by Ms. Daya to set up more disciplined processes because they perceive the changes could dampen creativity. There is ineffective hierarchy within the group because it is too centralized with no autonomy in decision making, which makes employees lose confidence about leadership when Ms. Dansenberry fails to achieve what has been expected. The power issue also makes an impact. Ms. Dansenberry has great power in running Hasbro Interactive. Combining with his personality, he is unlikely to listen to and collaborate with others, even in the face of mistakes. Given such a disparity of power, employees tend to comply with Mr. Dansenberry's decisions rather than actively engaging in decision making and providing feedback. In addition, cultural issues are also the source of problems. Firstly, Hasbro Interactive tends to be more short-term oriented, as corporate executives focus on setting revenue targets on an annual basis rather than a long-term goal of what they want to be in the future. Hasbro Interactive pursues more for immediate gains in the later stage where there are pressures from Wall Street. There is also a culture of low uncertainty avoidance as the company focuses more on innovation that usually involves high level of risk and uncertainties. Therefore, the company becomes very aggressive in pursuing risky strategies, which results in collapse of the managerial system. There are also cultural conflicts between different departments. For example, Mr. Dansenberry would regard one expenditure as investments, while the accounting department would consider it a loss. As a result, people in different divisions think and behave based on their own standards and rules, creating conflicts and dissatisfaction with the workplace. As we all know, cognitions and emotions also affect our perception and judgments. Confirmation bias exists as we usually process and interpret information in a way that supports our preconceptions and discard information that against it. In the case of Ms. Dansenberry, as he strongly believes innovation is the most crucial factor, he rejects anything that does not promote creativity, such as more disciplined processes introduced by the new CFO. Mr. Hansenfield engages in familiarity biases when he makes judgments and decisions, especially with relation to Ms. Dansenberry. Knowing Ms. Dansenberry has achieved success in the past, Ms. Hansenfield is willing to believe that Ms. Dansenberry still has the skills and abilities required and could improve the situation again, therefore providing strong support and trust to him. Our emotions will also affect our perceptions and judgments. Since Mr. Dansenberry feels positive and energetic about the 1 billion revenue target due to his own ambition, he is more likely to perceive the risk as low and the possibility of success as high. As Hasbro has been inspired by the major success of Hasbro Interactive within a short period of time, they feel positive and optimistic about the future. Therefore, they pursue risky and emotional strategies without rationally analyzing the impact. As Hasbro Interactive has achieved great success along The product development team become arrogant as they are overconfident about their ability and skills and feels no need to collaborate with others. They also resist to make changes because they feel negative about rules and routines. Based on our analysis, we recommend several strategies for Hasbro to address. In the short term, senior leaders could directly step into providing more power to other divisions and asking Mr. Dansenberry to listen to and cooperate with others. They can re-educate employees about company cultures, with emphasis on the balance between rules and autonomy, routines, and innovation. In the medium term, Hasbro Interactive should gain feedback from employees, either from survey or informal meetings, to better understand the hidden problems and whether employees are satisfied about the work and which area could be improved. The company can also implement internal training for candidates of managers, rather than searching for external hire that incurs more transaction costs. It's better to promote employees who have worked with Hasbro for a long time because they will fit better with the company culture than external hire, and it can further increase employee morale and loyalty. In the long term, firstly, effective performance and reward management system could be implemented, such as a 360-degree feedback system to understand what motivates talents and what's the reason for underperformance. Regarding the reward package, Hasbro should include more things than monetary bonuses such as Employee of the Year as a company reward, which provides more intrinsic benefits to employees. This whole system provides transparency in terms of performance and reward, improving the perception of fairness and therefore greater employee motivation and satisfaction. Secondly, Hasbro should establish a planning system where a short-term, medium, and long-term goals for each division and the company as a whole are clearly identified and constantly revised based on market situation and company capabilities. This includes budget plan revenue targets as well as strategic direction for the business. This would allow every decision strictly follows a plan and avoid disparities between goals and actual results. In this way, the company is able to remain tight control and monitoring as it makes the business direction more clear and problems can be easily identified. The company should also specify selection criteria when choosing division heads and look at skills and abilities beyond leadership, such as experience and specified knowledge in financing and budgeting. This would provide company a balanced skill and capabilities that help solve the problem of Hasbro's vulnerability in particular areas. In addition, the company needs to implement standardization across divisions, such as standardized financial reporting system and a standard procedure of interdivisional activities. This would solve the problem of some incompatible business practices within Hasbro and Hasbro Interactive. And lastly, the company structure should be more decentralized and encourage participation and feedback at lower level of the hierarchy.
Thank you.